Hey guys, get gas with me as I share my testimony with you. It's so windy outside. When the Lord found me, I was very anxious. I didn't know my identity. Okay, it was already done. Hold on, I'll be right back. So, before Christ, I put my identity in boys. Typical teenage girl, right? Put my identity in boys. I didn't know who I was. I didn't have peace in my life. Everything felt like it was just falling apart. And I was tired of living a life like that. I remember coming home and seeing on television Billy Graham and him talking about God's love for me. And the thing is that I grew up in the church. However, for some reason that day, that it really penetrated my heart, just the message of God's love for me. So I remember going up to my room and admitting to Jesus that I needed him. You know, I didn't know the perfect prayer, the perfect salvation prayer to pray. But all I know is that I told the Lord that I was tired of living a life with no meaning. There had to be more to life than just putting my hope and faith in things and in people that will always disappoint me in the end. And no joke, after I accepted Jesus' invitation into my life, into my heart, then I felt this overwhelming peace, like a big hug from Christ. And that was the start of my journey of faith. And has my journey of faith been perfect? No, not at all. So that happened around 15 or 16. I have another part of my story that I say is also part of my salvation. So basically, I tried to take my life at the age of 20 or 21. And long story short, I had to go to the mental hospital as a result of that. However, the Lord met me there. You know, this is during a time where there's a huge stigma on mental illness. Not even Christians understood it, you know, and I felt really alone. I felt really abandoned. I felt really misunderstood. However, the Lord continued to stay by my side. And he never left me. He never forsook me. He continued to watch over me and made me feel that I wasn't alone. And that verse, I will never leave you or forsake you, became real to me. Let's fast forward again. So recently, and I know I'm not the only one, but I feel like I went through a huge church hurt situation that affected not only my relationship with the church, but also with my spouse, and also with my faith in the Lord. And I started to question him and really ask, why Lord did you allow all this? You know, why didn't you protect me from this? And that was the hardest one actually to recover from. It probably took about, I'd say 5 years, you know, and God is still doing the work in my life with that situation. However, He continued to be by my side, even at the point of wanting to leave everything that I knew, everything that grounded me in my life. I noticed that my camera had fallen again, so I'm sorry you guys about that. But yeah, that's basically the gist of my testimony. And if you are going through anything hard, anything difficult in life, just know that the Lord will continue to be with you, but you just need to surrender your life to Him.